from the station that's on your side. This is Channel 7 News at 6.
Good evening. We begin tonight with new details on the decision by the Arkansas Board of Corrections to settle two separate lawsuits with the state, conceding defeat and relinquishing significant power to the governor.
Channel 7's Andrew Mobley spoke with the board's former chairman today, and he joins us now live in our studio with more. Andrew?
The power struggle began in 2023 when the governor signed into law Act 185 and the PROTECT Act, which transferred some of the board's power to the governor and placed the Secretary of Corrections and other key staff under her authority. The Board of Corrections was quick to challenge those laws in court, claiming they violated Amendment 33 of the Arkansas Constitution, which was created to protect state boards and agencies from executive branch overreach and says that a board's power shall not be transferred. A circuit court judge agreed, ruling in their favor and permanently blocking enforcement of those laws. The more significant of yesterday's two settlements would require the board to make a U-turn and agree the laws are constitutional. That settlement would have both parties ask the Arkansas Supreme Court to reverse the circuit court's ruling. So why would the board agree to that after winning in court? Because the governor recently appointed 3 new members to the board, giving her a majority of 4 appointees out of 7. Those 4 were the only members voting to settle.
This administration is the most corrupt administration I've seen in my lifetime. We might as well just get rid of these boards and commissions if they're just going to be front stool pigeons for the actual purpose is to reward big financial donors and the governor's cronies.
Recently retired board chair Benny Magnus is concerned about the future consequences of the board giving up its authority to the governor.
Not just with this governor, but other governors. This is going to make it where some board in the future very possibly has to challenge this again.
Magnus, along with current board member Lee Watson, are petitioning to intervene and asking the Supreme Court to hear the case on appeal so they can defend the lower court's ruling.
You know, it just needs to be decided at the Supreme Court. All I'm trying to do is make sure and protect the Constitution. It's important that I feel like it's there for the board for a reason.
Magnus and Watson are also challenging the other settlement, which required the board to agree that they violated Freedom of Information laws without giving them a chance to be heard.
I don't want my name used in a negative manner without my ability to defend myself.
Magnus also says he was concerned after hearing board members yesterday discuss ceding another of the board's key duties to staff and, by extension, the governor, oversight over Department of Corrections spending. On your side, I'm Andrew Mobley.
Okay, Andrew, thanks very much. For more on this story and what the Board of Corrections' new chairman had to say about these settlements, log on to KATV.com.